You've heard the saying, time is money. Clearly, the elapsing of time is life. Time is money, time is life, therefore, money is life. Not in the money-grubbing sense, but in the sense that money is a way of accounting for what your time working is worth to your boss or customer. It works pretty well as long as the monetary unit of account is universally agreed upon and maintains a stable value. Gold or silver coins work. The quantity of available gold and silver does not change much. Annual mining output is a small fraction of the amount of silver and gold already mined. Bitcoin works theoretically. The supply of Bitcoin is a hard quantity, has a hard quantity limit. What does not work as well is money controlled by governments, fiat currency. The dollar and every other national currency is a fiat currency. Its value depends on how much exists. Since all dollars are literally lent into existence, first by central banks and then by commercial banks, the quantity is, shall we say, flexible. Traditional economists, both Keynesian and monetarist, think that's a feature, not a bug. In their hubris, they imagine they can manipulate money and credit to cause never-ending prosperity for all. That has never happened, and it never will. Centuries of economic history have demonstrated that price controls ultimately never produce the intended result. Interest is the price of borrowing money. Yet central banks think that by controlling the price of money, they can somehow make the economy work better. They can't, and they never will be able to. But by trying, they can do untold economic damage. The U.S. central bank, the Federal Reserve System, has been fixing the price of money since the 1970s. As a result, prices are 7.5 times higher on average now than they were in 1971. Some prices, namely the prices of common stocks, have risen considerably faster. The S&P 500 is worth 203 times what it was in 1970. Meanwhile, average middle-class hourly earnings in real dollars have hardly budged. That's why we have a huge gap between the wealthiest 10%, they own the stocks, and the rest of us. That's what is causing the class warfare that threatens to destroy the fabric of our society. It cannot be fixed by taxing high-income earners more. They own Congress through their lobbying efforts. They will always be protected by loopholes, subsidies, and such. It cannot be fixed by raising the minimum wage. That has been proven over time to do little but increase unemployment among the poorest of the poor. It can only be fixed by scrapping the ability of central banks, the Fed in the U.S., to fix interest rates, the price of borrowing, and manipulate money supply by quantitative easing and tightening. You may be wondering what that would leave for the Fed to do. The answer is pretty much nothing. End the Fed.